Well, it seems like we've got audio sorted. And when I say audio, I'm talking about helmet audio. So I've got myself now it's a Rode SmartLav Plus microphone. It's a professional quality lav mic or lapel mic. I don't know what the lav actually stands for, lavalier or some shit, but anyway, they go in your lapels. This one's now inside my helmet. I've buried it into a little bit of foam, which I've encased around it, and I've also put some gaffer tape around that as well. There's some small gaps, but essentially I'm trying to block out as much wind as possible. And I've done a few test rides this morning and it all seems to be pretty good. Had a bit of an issue trying to find the files on the computer. It's a bit weird. I plugged it into the computer and turned it on, plugged it in, and basically located the folder where the files should be, and there was nothing there. Yet I could play them from the Android app. So anyway, I'm saving them now to a folder on my SD card, and that seems to be doing the trick. It shows up on Windows Explorer. So basically what I do is, record this helmet mic, sync it to the videos camera, this camera here, and my helmet cam. And yeah, so I need to obviously locate the files and drag them and drop them into my Vegas Movie Studio software. Anyway, there wasn't much rain this morning. It was early in the morning, a little bit overnight. I went for a quick ride yesterday just trying out the different audio settings, and I couldn't get it to bloody work, so I gave up. Stayed inside, had a couple of craft beers, big cans of craft beer, and I'll tell you what, man, that shit's too strong. I mean, I've been drinking lots of non-alcoholic beer lately, and I'm finding that is a lot more refreshing. You're not getting any bloody alcoholic intoxication effects, which, to be honest, I'm not real keen on these days. It doesn't really do it for me. It's okay while you're drinking it, but as soon as you stop drinking, you sort of feel a bit seedy. Well, there's a bit of a headache kind of thing, and I don't know, it's just, yeah, it's a bit shitty. I mean, previously I would have just kept on drinking until I went to bed. But because of the fact that it messes with my sleeping patterns, and I've been trying to get some good sleep, as you know, I've decided to cut it out. So yesterday was the first time I've actually had really strong craft beer in, I don't know, probably at least 2 or 3 months. Like, I've had a lager here and there and a Guinness and that kind of thing, but as far as this, 6% plus bloody craft beer goes, as much as the flavour is awesome, its side effects I'm not that keen on. So I'm just crossing my fingers, and I'm hitting up all the bottlers and all the breweries around here, and I'm just sort of saying, mate, you guys really need to start brewing some non-alcoholic craft beer, because I'm getting sick of the lager beer that's only on offer, basically. If you go to Dan Murphy's and those places, I mean, you'll find, I think there's probably about 8 different kind of lagers in the non-alcoholic variety. Half of them taste alright, don't get me wrong. I mean, they've got a decent enough flavour, but they're just a bit all the same, sort of all generic. I mean, I like a good European lager. I like that sort of malty kind of, sharper kind of flavour sometimes, but yeah, it all gets a bit the same. Their Carlton Zero's not bad. Mind you, it's probably not as flavoursome as some of the European non-alcoholic lagers, but it's, for a change, I mean, it's quite refreshing. It's reasonably cost effective. I mean, it's about $40. I'll get it for $39 from Woolworths in the cans. You know, if I go to Dan Murphy's, all they've got is the bloody bottles, and they're 330ml. So the cans are 375, the bottles are 330, and they want the same, if not a little bit more. And I've hit them up saying, mate, if you're going to do it, you know, get in some cans. I mean, fucking bottles, man, they're so, say 19th century, mate. Drinking out of bottles, man, I mean, some people just think bottles are better, but personally I think cans are better. They're much easier to transport. You don't have to be so careful with them. If you drop one, you might put a dent in it. Wait a little bit, whack it in the fridge, whatever, it should all be good. Do that with a bloody bottle, mate. She's all over Red Rover. It'll be smasheroonies. Cleaning up glass and shit all over the place. Stepping in it if you've got no shoes on, that's no good. So I'm a massive advocate for cans. And the fact too that they're a lot lighter, so you can take them on your bike, go travelling. They're not going to smash together. They may not stay as cold as long because of the thin outer wall, but I just keep them in a stubby holder. And it seems to do the trick. But if you want to whack them in the fridge and cool them down, I reckon they get colder quicker. Other thing is too, there's no light whatsoever that can get inside and pass through the bottle into the beer. And if you know anything about light and beer, hey Cardo, radio off. This is the thing with this bloody Bluetooth headset. Fucking radio turns on by itself. Did you hear me actually say, you know, I'm not going to say it because it will turn it on, but the H word followed by the C word followed by the radio and the I word, it just turns on by itself. Yeah, so anyway, what was I getting at? Talking about beers. So yeah, I mean, I'm in this Facebook group, hey, and in America and the UK and stuff, man, it's just off the charts over there. They've got all the stouts, all the ales, all the IPAs, and they are all non-alcoholic. Fucking want to get me some of that shit. So there's plenty of length on the mic, so that's good on the mic lead. We look down there. As long as I don't come off while I'm on the bike, because it's going to break the fucking mic lead. I tried using this thing in the Nokia phone, my old phone, but the Nokia audio just was really crap for some reason. It works better with the Samsung, so I'm happy with that. It's got a decent level, not too quiet, it doesn't distort. The limiting function actually seems to work. Well, because this app I'm using is called Field Recorder 9, it's a German one. I mean, it's got English buttons and shit on there, but you know, designed in Germany. It's got a limiter on there, you can roll off the EQ as well, top end and bottom end. You can reduce the input level, so I've got all the input level down as far as I can get it. Rolled off the highs and the lows on the EQ. And yeah, it's all good. Going away to Bali in about 3 weeks. Yeah, 3 weeks. Looking forward to that. I was really wanting to get a motorbike this time around, and I might be able to get hold of a small motorbike in Ubud at our stay there in Ubud, but the place where we're staying in Ubud, they don't really have any they don't have any parking spaces. There is sort of like a shared one in this little laneway that leads to the place, because it's one of these places that's off the road, off the main road, and in between one hotel and the sort of monkey forest, and it's, yeah, it's a bit of a walk to get into there. And the little walkway there, I've looked on Google Maps and there's some, you know, some scooters parked there and that, and I emailed them and I asked a question. They said, yeah, look, as long as it's not a real big motorbike, there's only really room for like a scooter. Now the bike that I'm looking at, it's a Kawasaki W175. So you've probably seen the W800 that you can get over here. Nice looking classic bike, reminds you of the Royal Enfield and the Triumph Bonneville. It's got that same look, it's got the old school dual shocks on the rear swing arm, it's got the fork gators, it's a single cylinder, round headlight, long bench seat, you know, it's the classic old school look, but it's only a bloody 175. You know, which is bigger than most of the scooters that we would generally, well, that I've generally ridden there. I think the biggest scooter I've had there was a 125. I know you can get bigger scooters like the 250s and that, but I'd rather just get a motorbike. I mean, we're not going to be riding around in stop-start traffic too much, so I'm not too concerned about the, you know, the clutch and the stop-start. Like if we're, I wouldn't hire one in bloody you know, CUDA or anything like that, because it's just ridiculous, the traffic there, stop start. You'd end up getting a massive cramp in your hand because there's no because it's a manual, you know, whereas with the scooter it's all automatic, you know, so that's one good thing about the scooters. So yeah, I'm just wondering how big this Kawasaki is compared to a scooter. I think it's going to be a little bit longer, but not by much. I'll have to go online and check out the measurements, the dimensions. It looks really nice. They've got to have number plates on the front of their bikes over there too though, eh? So it's got this number plate above the headlight, which looks a bit weird front on. But it's just a nice classic bike. I think it'll look a lot nicer and I'll be able to include it in some photos and stuff, you know. Like, I'm not really keen on taking photos of the scooters because they're all just bloody generic little rice burner things, you know, but nasi goreng burners. Yeah, I probably should have put my neck warmer on. Like, I'm not freezing, but I can definitely feel the cooler air underneath my chin. My chin. Hey Google, play some music. See, Hey Google doesn't work. Hey Google, they said it would work on this thing, and I've checked my settings out in the Google app. I don't know what the problem is, man. Okay Google, play music. Nah, nothing. Hey Cardo, radio on. There we go, see, she puts the radio on. Hey Cardo, radio off. It's nothing but static up here, mate, FM radio. I was nearly going to put my summer gloves on today. I wore them earlier when I was out doing some test rides for this app, but yeah, I'm glad I don't, because I can still feel my hands are a little bit cold even through these gloves. Not really getting too much sunlight here in the shade. So yeah, with this headphone communications thingy, I've yet to pair it up with another rider yet. I tried it a few weeks back there with Dean. I mean, he wasn't wearing the Cardo, he was wearing what are they called, Cena. But yeah, we couldn't get it to connect, so I don't know what the deal is there. We tried Bluetooth, we tried DMC, didn't work. Sean is the other one of this pair that came in the pack. It's supposed to be a ready pair or some shit. But we haven't been out on the ride together since we bought them, so I did ask him to come out for a ride yesterday, but he's too busy getting tattooed. Too much tattoo and not enough riding, dude. Asked a couple other guys as well, and yeah, sort of, Zach would have been keen, but he had to change plans. I sort of said to him, mate, look, don't change your plans on account of me, because I mean, I might not even end up going. All depends how I wake up in the morning, you know. Dan was babysitting, so I basically just went around the block a few times trying to test out this mic on the Nokia phone, which was unsuccessful. Recording was unusable, unlike what we have here on the Samsung. So Samsung obviously have a better quality audio system or something, or the app's just designed to work with the Samsung platform a bit more, probably because it's the biggest Android phone maker that you get out there, you know. There was an app that came with the mic, but yeah, it's only available on the iOS, and then actually I looked on the website and they said it's currently unavailable even on the iOS Play Store at the moment. So yeah, I don't know why they would have done that, but not to worry, plenty of free other apps out there. This one was wasn't free. I did pay for it, but I can't remember how much. It wasn't that much, but I think it's worth it because it works really well. And I just hate having fucking ads. You know, you get some of those apps where you get like full page ads that take up your whole screen, they fucking annoy the fuck out of me. But the little ones are at the bottom, you know, they sort of annoy me as well. I always use an ad blocker on my Chrome browser, and I just, yeah, like, I guess it stems from the old days when I used to be on dial-up at home, like back in Hella Cove when we first moved up there, back in 2001, or 2003, sorry. We only had dial-up, man, for about 3-4 years, or even more, I reckon. And you know how you click on a website, you go to load it up, first thing that would load up would be all the ads. So I just got jack of that, and I'm thinking, fuck that, man, I want to piss the ads off so that I can see what I want to see and have it load up straight away. And it was really good for that. You just load up the website that you're looking at and all the ads are gone. Sometimes there's just a blank spot on your browser where the ad was. But yeah, man, and I keep using it to this day. It's not 100% perfect. It blocks some things that you want to see, like if you click on something and it pops up. Sometimes it blocks that out. So you've got to disable it. But yeah, you know, for the most part, and actually these days you go on some websites and it even says, oh, do you mind switching off ad blocker? Like it knows you're using it, because we rely on advertising revenue to, you know, so depending on what I'm looking at and how long I'm looking for it, what sort of content it is, I'll either choose to disable or enable it. But yeah, it's pretty wet around here, eh? One thing I heard about these Tractionator adventure tyres is in the wet they weren't that great. So yeah, I'm not going to push any boundaries on any damp surfaces as far as hard damp surfaces go, or let alone soft squidgy ones as well. What is that, man? They got solar lights there, eh? Wow, for their horse adjustment. Well, there you go. That's why they have stop signs. Pays to use them. See what the dealio is in here today. Any bikers? Nah, not really. Tell you what, these are pretty popular this time of year. Little picnics inside the forest, mushroom hunting, get some blue meanies. They must just keep these rollers here bloody all season, mate, so they can quickly fix up any potholes. Now I want to go and have a look at this Boot Hill Road. It's always said no through road, but I've been keen just to sort of see where it does go. On the map it doesn't really show it going too far anyway, so it doesn't really go that far at all. There's someone's house in there, you'd have to say, you would assume. Definitely there. She's pretty dense in the scrub. He's probably thinking, where are you going, mate? Because this ain't a no-free road. Leads to my house. What's that there? Someone's house. Oh, there's a bit of grass up here. What's going on there? Oh, it's a house. There we are. Still going. Oh, here we go. Melanda. Geez, this looks a bit regal. Have a look at the fence and the bloody lights up there. That's obviously someone's house, or a property of some description, maybe a winery or something. It's even got a bloody intercom system. Probably horse breeders or some shit. Well, there you go. You never know if you never go. So we'll be doing all this kind of stuff over in Bali. I loved doing that last time we were in Ubud, and we got that scooter and we went on this bit of a crazy ride up and down these steep hills. We didn't even think the bloody bike would make it, but then we ended up going off-road, trying to find this bloody waterfall, and it just looked a bit too gnarly for the scooter, and also with the landslide situation, you know, because it was literally like a cutting into the side of a hill, and you can see where when the rain comes, you know, and there's all these ruts, and literally those ruts, all they do is the water runs in them and eventually finds its way through, and then you end up with slices of mountainside just caving down into the gully. So yeah, I wasn't too keen on putting any Westerner weight on there, shall we say. There's a few Balinese kids riding around on dirt bikes and whatnot, but they don't weigh half as much as what I do. Actually, this other road we might go down just up here is a little bit more scenic than just going down bloody Razorback Road. So we'll go down here, Cut Hill Road. So I think basically this is Kangarilla. If you keep going that way, you get to McLaren Vale, McLaren Flat. Bloody crows, tell you what. They are the most annoying black bird. First thing in the morning, they come on the side of the house and they start carrying on. I usually get up before the missus. So I generally go out there with the laser pointer and I point lasers at them, man, and that tends to piss them off. Yeah, fucking fucking annoying. Fucking noise they make. Shit, what are they? Foxes or something. Someone's killed them and hung them up. Hey, foxes. Maybe someone collects them and skins them or whatever. The missus saw that, she'd be like, oh no, it's cruel. The thing is, you know, around these parts, if you've got lambs and you've got chickens and smaller animals, even small dogs, your foxes will have them, mate. Cats. Nice coming through here in the summer. It's nice and cool, but this time of year, mate, she's rather frigid. The old windmill, I love old windmills, eh? They've got so much character. Check the old Valiant. Was it an old Falcon or something? Yeah, no, it's an old Cortina. Close at 4 o'clock. What's the time? Shit, it's going to close. It's going to close any minute now, really, isn't it? At the end of the day. Just have a quick look. 5 minutes. Oh, it just leaps around. I know, keeps going. So we got 4 minutes. Oh, well, there you go. What's that? It's a quarry. Gates are still open. I should fucking really get out of here before that gate closes, eh? Oh wow, look at that. You can really see how much, well not how little water there is in there. But this goes quite a way, and I'm going to have to remember to come back here when time permits, because at the moment I could get a bit stuck in here with the fucking gate being closed. So I'm gonna fucking turn around. That's pretty cool though, isn't it? It is pretty cool, but I don't want to get stuck in here. And it is only 10k's or 40k's or some shit. I don't know, there's a guy there. So he's still going in. Well, if that car's still going in, maybe I can go in. What do you think? But nah, I don't want to fucking take my chances, eh? Well, there's still there's still cars up there and shit. Yeah, right. There's all these cars coming in. Oh, that's the SA water. Yeah, right. So he'd be going to have a look, make sure everyone's out before he closes it off. Yeah, he's got half the gate closed up there, hasn't he? Yeah. Yep. Oh, he's pretty spot on the money, mate. 4 o'clock, so good thing I didn't go any further. I would have been told to get. So yeah, I haven't got off the bike and showed you what I've done yet, have I? We'll have a look here. We'll have a look, quick look here. We'll stop here in front of this thing. I'll give you a quick squeeze. Yeah, there we go. Yeah, so what I did, you can see here, it's all gaffer tape. There's gaffer tape behind it on the other side as well. Shitloads of it. I've given this a spray paint as well. And but yeah, you can see there, like it's decent gap. Looks alright. Look at this side here. It's about the same, I guess, when you think about it. It's probably just a bit twisted, like it's further back. This side here is further back. It sort of needs to come out that way a bit. But yeah, I got it on the down tube and I sort of did it around about here, so yeah, it's still good enough. And then just on the inside in there, just painted all black because it was all silver silver gaffer tape. But yeah, it's all good. That's the trick. There you can see this one here. Have you noticed that it's like it's a slight tilt back? And see how it touches there? It's always been like that. That's never taken a hit. That's all good. But over this side, when it took the hit, it actually closed the gap up. See how there's a gap there? It closed it right up. And you can just see some scratching just on that there. Basically what took the hit there, so it bent it back to there. So I had to take this off, take the pin out, put a bolt in there, get a bar in there like a big screwdriver, and you know, put my feet up against the thing and try and bend it back. So yeah, but no, she's all good. I want to see where this road goes. I've never seen where it goes. Oh, it doesn't go anywhere. It doesn't really go anywhere, does it? Does it go up there? Is someone's driveway or is that a road? Yeah, no, that looks like someone's driveway. Or is it? No, that's not a driveway, that's a bloody... that's a track. Yeah, right. Oh, we've discovered a new track. Not sure where it goes, but to there, and that's it. Righto. That's fine, mate. We'll turn around. It was good while it lasted. Don't know where it goes that way though, but it looks like private property pretty soon, so yeah, no, he won't be going up there, I don't reckon. Yeah, I've always seen that bit there coming up here, and I've always wondered what the hell it was and where it went. There's another little steep one that goes off up here somewhere. Yeah, this one here. Go up here. Goes to the Clarendon Oval. They used to be able to come up here and go camping, but they've, I think they've stopped that now apparently. Signs up saying no more camping here or something like that. Yeah, no camping. You used to be able to come here and camp. Yeah. I guess it was the small few who buggered it up for everyone, probably just leaving all their crap there. It's usually what wrecks it for everybody. It's all good, mate. No camping signs here as well. Well, there you go. Ah. No camping whatsoever. Hey mate. Yeah, so no camping whatsoever anymore, so I think it's a couple of years on now. These signs are still up. So it's rather unfortunate. Well, they're doing some bridge work here. But yeah, there was, you used to be able to go there and set up a tent and have a bit of a wee camp. Gonna go down Turner's Gully Road because I find that that's a nice little little meander. Another back road, takes you back in time. Lovely little old cottages with red doors. Now I don't know about going down that road, it looks just a little bit too private to me. This road is used by cockies. Another little cottage. Stone buildings, I love them. Is that a big man cave or what? Could be a house. Could be a well insulated shed. that was our tour of Clarendon. Tree house there. Oh well, that will do for today then.